Hello, I'm John Higgins and welcome to my channel. Today is day 3 of 50 in the lead up to our Christmas service. And today I'd like to discuss briefly some of the preparation that goes into selecting the Christmas carols that we'll sing for that service. So it's a great privilege to be able to play for this service, and it's important to remember that it's a very special service in the life of the church, for the congregation, and particularly at the end of a very long and stressful year with COVID. And part of preparing this service is very important to work very cooperatively and with the minister or the priest or whoever's in charge of the service. And so I'm very grateful to the Reverend Cameron Garrett, who's the minister at St Andrew's Presbyterian, and it's always a great experience working with him, and I'm very privileged to be able to play at a church where the minister is so supportive of the musicians. I'm not the only musician there, so we have a great team, and the music program is well supported by the minister, which is wonderful. And so this is always done in conjunction with the minister. He has the final approval over what happens, but it's always good as the organist to take the initiative and to present options that may be worthy of consideration. So here we have the handout from the first Christmas service that I played for in 2018. And so we had the introduction, Once in Royal David City, the first Noel, Angels we have heard on high, Away in a manger, Joy to the world, Silent night, it came upon a midnight clear, a little town of Bethlehem, while shepherds watched their flocks by night, we three kings of Orient are, O come all ye faithful, and the conclusion, hark the herald angels sing. And then the second year that I played for in 2019, we had exactly the same carols. We felt that there was no particular need to change, and that was also helpful to me because I was still on a huge learning curve after the first service. It was the first time I'd played, and getting my head around the traditions and expectations and just how the service went. So that was quite helpful to have some continuity between those 2 years, and it made the preparation more efficient. Then last year in 2020, we made some small changes because I think there's a balance to be maintained between keeping the favourites and the most loved carols in there that are the quintessential part of the celebration of Christmas, but at the same time add in a little bit of variety and interest so that some of the other wonderful carols are able to be sung. And of course in King's College, Cambridge in the UK, where the service first began, often a new Christmas carol was written with some of the esteemed composers or the director of music and other people, even some contemporary modern carols. Usually there was one of those commissioned, whether it was a carol or whether it was an item for the choir to sing. So that certainly keeps it fresh. So in 2020 we had Once in Royal David City, the first Noel, Angels we have heard on high, Joy to the world, Silent night, God rest ye merry gentlemen, Away in a manger, while shepherds watch their flocks by night, we three kings of Orient are, O come all ye faithful, and the conclusion, hark the herald angels sing. And then this year the draft program is prepared, and so I'm proposing that there'll be some small changes again. So always opening with Once in Royal David City, and the first Noel, which is so popular. Away in a Manger is certainly one that all of the young people in our church love to sing, so we've kept that one. Joy to the World is another favourite, and Silent Night. God Rest Ye Merry Gentlemen from last year, which was well received, and particularly some of the words are appropriate to the struggles and trials of the pandemic this year. I've also introduced this year What Child Is This, which is to the wonderful tune that's very, very enjoyable. So I've proposed that we add that one in this year, and it's a great tune. I haven't heard it sung for a while. I'm not really sure why, but it's a traditional English carol by William Dix, and I'm sure all of you will remember that tune well, and so it'll be very exciting to have that this year, and think about the registrations and the words and the tone. While shepherds watch their flocks by night, I'm also preparing us a descant for that carol this year. We three kings of Orient are, O come all ye faithful, and hark the herald angels sing. So only a couple of small changes there, but that keeps some variety. And my advice to anyone, any organist who's playing for these services, is to make sure that you do everything you can to be well prepared, to think about maintaining the traditions that are important and meaningful, but at the same time look to add a little bit of freshness and variation from time to time, and of course maintain a strong and cooperative relationship with the minister or priest or whoever's running the service. So that's day 3 in the preparation. So I hope you've enjoyed the discussion of my journey and how we work through the program. And we'll see you again tomorrow. Take care. Bye.